Hey Libra, what's up? Welcome to your bonus reading. I hope that you're having a really great day. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your love and your support. I appreciate you. We're going to see what messages need to come through for you, see what you need to look out for or be aware of for the current vibes, near future, last little bit of January if you are listening to this reading. In January, you might come across this reading months from now, a year from now, who knows? But we're just going to see what you need to look out for, what to be aware of, anything that you need to, be on the lookout for. If this reading is helpful or insightful, if you enjoy it, let me know by leaving a like, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, the info's in the description box down below. And yeah, let's just see what's going on for you. We have the tarantula coming out as your first card, along with the snake. Aries also had this card come out in their reading, if you have an Aries placement or dealing with an Aries, and the panther. So, bottom of the deck, we also have the sea serpent, the whale, and the oyster, and the tiger. So you're being directed down a certain path, but it kind of looks like you're at a crossroad, Libra, and you're going to have to make a choice. Now, whatever you end up choosing, it's very important that you listen to your gut instincts here. Your intuition is guiding you to making this step, taking this new path, or staying on this current path that is completely your call, your choice. This is connected to your soul's mission, your life path, the reason why you're here. But there's something here that you recognize it can't go on anymore. Or with the panther to the snake, you're recognizing like there's something that needs to be shed. There's something that needs to be released. There's something that has to change. Point blank, period. All right? And you're getting kind of fed up here. Or with the panther, it's like you flat out had enough. That's like the easiest way to put it. Pretty straightforward, straight to the point blank. I don't need to go on about it. Like that's it. That's final. You are done with something, or you put your foot down, or you've had enough. You've had enough, and you could be vocalizing it, or you could be speaking that out loud. We have the sea serpent at the bottom. This is your sacral plexus. It's your sacral. I was making me think of the solar plexus, but I don't know, maybe Spirit is kind of saying combined of those energies. It's your health, your gut, But anyways, don't matter. This card, when it comes up, and it's very similar to the snake, right? There's this whole chasing your tail, going round and round and round. You've been here before. You've gone through this before so many times throughout your entire life. And you're starting to kind of ask yourself, okay, why am I here again? Or why is this occurring again? Or how come I'm finding myself in a similar situation? Why? Like you're asking the questions of why. Why the hell is this going on? Tiger and the oyster. So there is a door just waiting to unlock, just waiting for you to walk through. It's so close. It's kind of like you have a whole stash of keys. I'm seeing one of those rings with like 20 keys, and there's one door, obviously one lock, and you got to go through each and every one of these keys to find the right one to unlock this door. And you're getting annoyed or you're getting frustrated, but you're so close. Like you're so close to this breakthrough. Your effort that you've been putting in with the bee, you've stayed dedicated, you've stayed focused, you haven't given up. There may have been times where you wanted to, or there may have been times where you needed to take a break, and honestly, that is recommended here. If you're listening to this reading by the end of January, before we head into February, or even early February, this may be an indication for you to slow down a little bit. If you need to take a break, take one, guilt-free. But yeah, it's like there's this effort that you've been putting in. It really does show, and I feel like your breakthrough is on the horizon. It's like it's almost there. It's like just keep going and don't quit. But there is something that needs to be released, or there is something that needs to be expelled is what the word they're giving me. Expelled, like gone for good. I'm going to pull you a fairy card as well to see what other vibes, what other messages could be coming through for you, Libra. What else does Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements need to know right now or near future? Show me clearly What's going on for Libra? We have the Master Maker, number 22. What's going on for Libra? Okay, y'all gave me a couple cards. Master Maker, the Green Woman, and the Caitlin the Swift. This card showed up for Aries. It also came out for Gemini, if you got any of those placements. And then we also have the Undressing of a Salad. So basically, this energy is showing here that there's information coming in, new ideas, new perspectives, new ways of seeing and handling this situation than prior. And you are, I feel like you're turning things around with the Master Maker to the Green Woman. This is really representing self-mastery here, that you don't need to always be perfect. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to have flaws. It's okay to, you know, take a few steps forwards, go back a few steps. It's all good. Like, to trust the process, and the process isn't always, you know, so easy and pretty and like tightly, you know, put in a nice box with a row, a bow, a ribbon, a row, a bow row, a ribbon. You know what I mean? It's not always going to be neat and pretty and perfectly put together, and that is the art of life. And so it's kind of like embracing the chaoticness of it all and choosing to kind of go at it in a more playful, fun, lighthearted energy than like in a serious, like, fuck this, like Panther, rage quit. All right, you might want to rage quit, but Spirit says, like, you know, if whatever this is, it's not working, change your style, change your attempt. If like this is some sort of creative project, because the Green Woman is a very creative energy, and say you're like, I don't know, you paint, right? And you're like feeling really stuck creative wise, and you're feeling blocked, then maybe it's a time for you to change your medium. Maybe you're needing to go to like freaking, I don't know, charcoal drawing, or I don't know, completely like change. It doesn't even have to be like permanent, just to kind of change up your energy or change your focus or like switch up the vibes. If it's like a relationship, it's like, you know, like doing something that will change up the vibe, to change the scenery, to change the energy. If it's like, I don't know, just like something within you that's kind of blocked, it's like maybe change up your appearance, or like, you know, get rid of some physical items, or move some of your furniture around, or like things like that, to change up the energy and make things a little bit more exciting again. Okay, but with that Master Maker, this is the energy of you basically make whatever you want out of the situation, that you have the ability to turn things around, you have the ability to overcome, you have the ability to become masterful at your craft, at some sort of ability that has been frustrating. Okay, practice makes perfect as well. Like some of you are out here trying to improve on something, improve on your fitness, or improve on, you know, some sort of goal you're studying, or your job, like you're trying to get better at something, and it's like you keep experiencing the same, I don't know, kind of like, basically it's like you get to decide if you will break through or if you will fail. You will only fail if you quit, if you give up. If you keep going, you will be destined to succeed. It might take a few trials and errors, you know what I mean? But that's kind of what I'm seeing here so far. And then with the Undressing of a Salad at the bottom, this does talk about sometimes it takes a few eggs to make an omelet. You've got to crack a few eggs, you know, like this is talking about, there's a lot that you're juggling, okay? And there's only so much you can take on. There's only so many times you can juggle before you drop one or two or three or everything. Like, you know, it's going to happen. It's destined. You're not going to always have it figured out all the time. But like this is an energy where maybe Spirit is saying stop the juggling. All right, if you've been juggling too much and it's time to just choose one thing. Geo the Slow underneath that, as well as the Fawn. Like things are moving kind of slow for you. Kind of near future vibes. It's kind of like a slower pace energy. So that might also be kind of like impatience, wanting things instantly, wanting to just move on to the next chapter, that like just wanting to get this over and done with, but you can't rush the process. And if you rush, most times you're going to have to go back and do it again and again and again and again. Rushing is not the problem solver here. That's not good. It's only going to make things worse. Or like, that sounds terrible the way I put it, but like, it's basically like, don't rush whatever this process is. You're going to want to take your time with this. Trust your timing. Tell me more. What's going on for Libra? What do my Libras need to know, look out for, or be aware of? You know, that Caitlin Slith, that is an energy of needing to be flexible, needing to become adaptable to your environment. It is kind of like a shape-shifting energy. Like where you can change forms, change your mold, like change your shape. Alright, so we have the 10 of Cups. We also have the 6 of Cups. So, the past definitely seems to be on your mind, or you're reminiscing, or you're looking back at some fond memories, the good old days, King of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, and the 6 of Swords. So you can't help but compare your past to your future. Whoever I'm speaking to, you can't help but, oh, fuck, I'm dropping the cards. It doesn't matter. You can't help but compare where you are now to your past, and you're looking into your future, and it's kind of hard to see what's around the corner because a lot of you, or someone that I'm speaking to, you're kind of in this assumption mode that you're not going to have this blank. Like you're telling yourself that it's out of reach, 5 of Pentacles, you're telling yourself that it's not likely, or it's too difficult, or it's not going to work out. Like, you gotta watch your frame of mind. This may not be for everybody, okay? This is for someone who needs this message. But it's like, be very mindful of where you're putting your thoughts and your energy and what you're planning and how you're speaking to yourself and who you surround yourself with. All of that. It really is a game changer here. Going back to that master maker energy, you have the ability to overcome. You have the ability to get really good at something. There is something about vulnerability as well. There's something about you having to maybe be vulnerable or put yourself in a position that is uncomfortable, okay? So it's about working through these old patterns and cycles and moving away from that, but it can be a little bit challenging. Now, this may be, some of you, because we have that 6 of Swords, some of you, there's something about moving, going back to that 10 of Cups, 6 of Swords, there could be something about moving. Some of you could be, like, revisiting your childhood home or reuniting with someone from your past. Maybe it's a family friend, maybe it's a cousin, maybe it's someone you haven't seen in a long time. I am seeing reunions are on the table, or there is, like, this past energy resurfacing. We can clarify that later, but let's just see where this is going. So it's like you recognize that something's changed. Are you happy with these changes? Are you happy with these changes or not? Are you satisfied? Is it good enough? What's going on for Libra? What do my Libras need to know, look out for, or be aware of? Hangman. You're in this state of reflection of what makes you happy. 9 of Cups at the bottom. So you're trying to figure out, am I happy here? Does this resonate? Do I like this energy? Do I like who I'm around? Am I satisfied? Am I truly happy here? 9 of Cups. Underneath that 4 of Cups. I don't know. Are you? Are you truly happy? Are you satisfied? Are you satisfied? Not 7 of Wands, 4 of Wands. It's almost like you're trying to convince yourself like you are. You're trying to, like, convince yourself that, no, this is great, like, I'm happy, this is awesome, but, like, there's some, it's showing, Libra, it's showing that you're avoiding something. 4 of Cups. What are you ignoring? What are you avoiding? What are you overlooking? What are you closing your eyes to? I'm going to clarify that. I'm going to expose you. I'm just kidding. I'm just playing, alright? I'm just playing. But, yeah, I want to know, what are you not seeing here? Because it's, like, there's something you're overlooking. It's definitely, it's a mindset thing. And I respect that. It's like, you're like, nope, it's negative, so I don't want to think about it. Out of sight, out of mind. If I just try and block it out and convince myself that I'm good, I'm happy, then I will be. Well, you know, I respect that. But also, like, we got to take a look at those things, too. It can't always be sunshine, rainbow, happy, joy, all the fucking time. You know, we got to be real with ourselves. We're human. We're having a human experience. Having negative thoughts or talking about those heavier things, it's not going to instantly manifest, okay? You have a lot more power than the words you say or the thoughts that you have. You have actions that complete the process. So I'm just saying. But yeah, there is something that you aren't really seeing here. You're kind of blocking out, or you're trying to tune out, or let's just see. Four of Cups, please. Why is the Four of Cups here? What is Libra unsatisfied with? You're trying to just tune something out here, but is it working? Are you able to fully tune it out to your ability? Like, is that all that's needed? Or tell me this Four of Cups. What is Libra unhappy about or unsatisfied with? You're feeling jaded. You're feeling bored. Four of Cups. Why is the Four of Cups here? Queen of Pentacles. Could be about your work or your money. We have the Emperor, Wheel of Fortune, and the King of Swords. You're wanting a change. Okay, so and then we have the Three of Cups underneath that. It's like, yeah, you know, you aren't fully satisfied when it comes to your career, when it comes to your job, or when it comes to your responsibilities or obligations, or maybe if you're dealing with someone older than you. We have Aries out here. This Emperor can definitely represent someone who has some form of authority. Maybe you're dealing with legal matters, or, you know, dealing with someone who, maybe it's like a father or a teacher or a boss or something like that. There's something that you want to move on to the next page with the Wheel of Fortune. And you're pretty serious about that with that King of Swords, and you're looking at the facts, and you're trying to just see things for what it is and be more practical than emotional about this situation. Definitely showing up here, the King of Swords and the Emperor, way more like practical and logical about this situation. So it's like, you know, you may not be fully satisfied, but you're like, but at least it's something, or at least, you know, at least it's stable or pays the bills, or at least, you know, I have someone I can come home to. Like if it's a relationship, you know, you may have a family with them, or you may live with them, or you may have kids with them, or a dog or cats or whatever, right? And it shows that there's a lot of history here. There's a lot of experience that is shared, but for some reason, like, it is kind of stagnant. It is a bit stagnant here. Like you're kind of like, think about a plant that has outgrown its pot. It's like you need a bigger pot to grow in, to expand, to grow, to experience more. And so what was at the bottom? Three of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, and the Empress. I see that you're on a journey to something much, much bigger, better, but it's a process. It's slow. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. And so that's where the Panther, things can get a little bit frustrating, or things can become very like repetitive, or same old, same old. Let's put these cards to the side. All right, so let's keep going. So maybe this is just like a matter of your perspective. Maybe you're just needing a change of scenery. All right, tell me more. What's going on for Libra? What do my Libras need to know, look out for, or be aware of at this moment? What's going on for Libra? Oops. Okay. Two of Swords. There is this crossroad, a choice, a decision that you are eventually going to have to make. It is recommended with the Hangman to the Two of Swords. It's probably best to take your time and really weigh things out, weigh out your options, get all the facts, take as much time as you need to reflect and think and process and consider the possibilities and consider possible paths. This is a choice that you shouldn't rush. Whenever I see like a Hangman paired with like a 2, it's always like, okay, there might be another way that you're just not seeing at this moment. At the bottom we have the Page of Cups. So you may have a decision to make when it comes to, you know, a relationship, or when it comes to a conversation. Maybe there's a conversation that's needed to be had before you make this choice. Like there's maybe some information that you need to clear up before, and that's Taitlin the Sliff, right? That's information, that's communication, that's knowledge. So there may be, it's like you could be anticipating having some sort of discussion, and you're concerned about how it's gonna be received, or the possibility of you having to leave or walk away. Maybe that's what you're thinking about. It's like, if this is like, oh shit, that's funny. I went to show you the card and then I accidentally knocked the Hangman into the reverse. That's funny. See, like some of you're needing to free yourself. You've been hanging around too long, and it's time to go, or it's time to move on, or it's time to step in a new direction. Like if you're, let's see, King of Swords underneath that, the Queen of Pentacles, Temperance. you know, there's a balance between following your heart and following your logic. You need to kind of balance that out, but it can be a little tricky at the moment. All right, tell me more. What's going on for Libra? What's going on for Libra? Death. So you're going to follow through with making this change. I will take a look into this change and see what this is, but you're going to choose to make this change, or you're going to make the choice that changes this situation. 10 of Wands at the bottom. So you're feeling, when it comes to you making this choice or making this change, for some you're feeling guilty about this, or you feel like there's a lot of pressure or a lot of high expectations, or like you have to please other people with this choice. Or let me see, underneath this 10 of Wands, we have the 8 of Pentacles and the 7 of Swords. So this is something that you've been kind of, and then we have that 6 of Wands, which is what I was saying, is like, it feels like you kind of have to, you don't have to, but this is possibly what you're feeling, is like you have to kind of please other people or make sure other people are satisfied with this choice or with this change that you're making, because it affects other people, or other people are affected by your actions here. I feel like you have a lot of demands. Oops, I almost dropped the card. I feel like there's a lot of demands that are placed on you. Libra, do this. Libra, do that. Libra, you need to do this, or you need to take care of this, or you gotta help me here. Like, you know, and like you're always expected to show up for everybody else. 6 of Wands. Always expected to put on a show, perform, you know, always be there to the rescue. I don't know, and it shows that you've been working on something kind of on your own. 8 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, working through self-sabotaging tendencies, working through, let's see, that 10 of Wands, like working through those burdens, working through those traumas and those pains and the things that have been holding you back, the wears and the tears. It's like, I see that you've been actively working on this, and there's been things that you have been holding on to that have been weighing you down, and have been kind of like, whether you're aware of it or not, have been kind of like creating stagnancy. Again, there's some sort of stagnancy a little bit. Nothing's wrong with that. Nothing's wrong with a little stagnancy, but like, you know, I feel like there's something within you, going back to that panther and the snake, it's like, you know, it's time for a change. Like, you can't keep doing this, or you can't keep living life this way, or making these excuses. Like, you've hit this, I just heard plateau. Like, you've hit this plateau, and like, you know, like something's got to change moving forwards, otherwise you're just kind of stuck. If you're happy with your act, great, but this is a reading where it's like you're not really that happy, or like you're saying to yourself like, but I should be. 10 of Cups, I should be happy, this should be great, right? It used to be really great, but I don't know if it is the best. I don't know, y'all. It's just, that's what I'm seeing in the cards. So let's just see what's this choice. 2 of Swords. What does Libra have to choose to decide? What is this decision for Libra? Can you please show me clearly what this choice is that Libra needs to kind of like think about? The World. Try this choice for Libra. What's this decision? 6 of Wands reverse, and then the 7 of Pentacles. Also the Hierophant at the bottom as well, talking about your higher commitments, also your higher wisdom and inner knowledge, with the 9 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. So there is this energy of overthinking what's beyond your control. Hangman reverse, Pisces as well. So you're overthinking something that's out of your control, out of your hands, out of your power, thinking about how things could go wrong, if possibly this, and that, about if you were to take things to a higher level of commitment, if you were to move in a different direction, if you were to follow your intuition. You know, there's a lot of overthinking. You're overthinking, overanalyzing how people might perceive you, how you may be judged for this choice. You know, will you be supported on this path? 6 of Wands in the reverse. There's questioning about how others will perceive you. We could ask Spirit, okay, how is Libra going to be perceived by this choice? You're trying to decide whether or not you want to stay on this hamster wheel or not with the World coming out. This is indicating that you have the ability to wrap this cycle up and begin a new path. You know, this is something that you've been anticipating. 7 of Pentacles. You've been waiting for this opportunity, and now that it's here, or now that it's available, or now that it's your time, it's like there's the only thing that's holding you back is like what other people are thinking of you, or how others may judge you for it, or be mad at you for changing. You know, shame on you for changing. Well, shame on you for staying the same. You know, like oh my god, that's a song. But yeah, you know, and people are mad at you for changing, for you stepping into this path that you feel drawn to, that is in alignment with you, that's true to your authentic self, and people are mad at you for doing so, for growing, because the Green Woman, that is all about growth. And this is also, by the way, this card, in the book itself, it literally says, make sure you water your plants. Like, if you are a plant owner, check on your plants, make sure that they have enough water, or make sure you don't water them either. But I'm just saying, because this card, it actually does talk about like physical plants in your home, that this may be a sign like, hey, like, water your plants. They need some freaking water, otherwise they're gonna die, or they may not grow to their best capacity. And that's like, think about you, right? Think about you in this situation, however this situation might apply. You are this plant, and you need water. You're thirsty. You need it to survive. And it's like, current circumstance, you know, you might not be getting as much water as you require. Maybe you didn't need as much water back then, or like a month ago, or a couple years ago, but like now you do. You realize, like, damn, bitch, I'm thirsty. And you know what? It's funny because I do feel really thirsty. I feel parched in this reading. Like, once I'm done this reading, I'm going to be drinking a bunch of water. Like, my throat feels dry. I feel parched. Like, literally, kind of when I began your reading, I was like, I should have drank a little bit more water before I started this reading. So, you know, like, I'm just saying, you're thirsty, Libra. You're freaking thirsty. All right? It's time to quench your thirst. Your thirst for more, your thirst for change, your thirst for growth, your thirst for experience, and all that shit, right? It's time for you to quench your thirst. Okay, so let's see this death. Let's see what this change is all about. Ace of Cups could be about love or relationships, or someone that you may end up meeting that completely changes your life or makes things exciting for you. Let's see death. Show me about death. There's something about like timing. Time of death for... Oh, I was going to call you Scorpio. Time of death for Libra. Maybe you're dealing with a Scorpio. Time of the death card. We have 6 of Pentacles reversed. So this is a change to the imbalance in your life with the Fool. You're at the 2 of Wands at the bottom. There's that crossroad that you were at. And then we have the Hangman in the reverse that flipped out. Look at you, getting out of this period of stagnancy. Temperance as well at the bottom. Sag energy. Pisces coming out. Pisces quite a bit in this reading. What is changing is this imbalance, this carelessness, this recklessness, or, you know, some of you, maybe you're needing to save your money a little bit or invest wisely. But so what's changing is that you are finally clearing this new path to go after what your spirit is calling you, urging you to do, screaming at you to do. And instead of worrying so much or getting up in your head, overthinking of what could go wrong or how people are going to judge you or all that shit, you're like, you know what? Fuck it. I leave it up to God. I leave it up to the universe. The hands are open to receive. I keep an open mind. I'm at peace. I'm in alignment. You know, like temperance at the bottom. That's the energy of being patient. Okay. We also have the 7 of Swords again showing up here, and the 8 of Pentacles. See, this is showing, and then we have death. These changes that you're going through, there is something that is recommended that you keep to yourself, or you kind of keep on the down low, or you kind of keep hidden, or, you know, you don't need to really talk about, at least for now, as you're going through this change. You may need to kind of like withdraw a little bit, or kind of just, you know, zip your mouth. Just saying, you might be recommended to be like, hey, you might want to move in silence for this period. Not forever, but during this time, you may need to kind of just like, you know, hangman mode, hermit mode, kind of keep it to yourself for the time being. You know, wish I had time to look into that and see why, but anyways, I think I'll just leave your reading here, Libra. I really hope that this reading is helpful and insightful. If this reading was if you enjoyed this reading, let me know by leaving a like, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, the info's in the description box down below. And I'm going to let you guys go. I'll talk to you next week. Bye.